Hey guys, Brady here. And yes, I am wearing a tank top. That's Atomic Blonde. I got this at the screening. Um, never. I don't think I've ever really worn a tank top this before. It's not really my thing. This is not even a men's tank top. This is a girl's tank top, but whatever. So Atomic Blonde takes place in like the 80s, like late 80s. I think it's like 88 or 89. And stars Charlize Theron, and pretty much plays um this woman who just I think she's like a spy or something like that. And she pretty much just can beat the living shit out of anyone. And when that happens in this movie, it happens maybe like 3 or 4 times. It is fantastic to watch. It is amazing the fighting in this movie. I love a great brutal R-rated fight scene where like people being thrown down the stairs, people being like punched and like hit with like random objects and shot at and stuff like that. You get a lot of blood spray in this movie, a lot. Some guy gets shot in the eye, and you actually see the hole in his eye for like a brief second. It's like, oh god, it's disgusting. Um, but you see the hole where his eye used to be. It's just, ugh. But this movie is very light on story. Like I couldn't really understand what the story was, other than that they keep referencing Berlin and the Berlin Wall has fallen and shit like that. It's pretty much takes place after the Cold War, like a little after the Cold War, and yeah. If I had to choose a positive of this movie, I think James McAvoy is a standout in this movie. His character is probably my favorite character in this movie. Um, I don't know. James McAvoy is extremely likable in all of his movies. He was great in Wanted. He was great in the X-Men movies. He was great in Split. He's also really good in this movie. He was probably my favorite part of this movie. Sophia Botello was okay in this movie. There's this uh, sex scene in this movie, and if you guys are wanting to see some Sophia Botello and Charlize Theron sexy time, it is in this movie. Uh, Although very briefly. Um, so yeah, if you guys want to see that, if you want to see the movie just for that, I wouldn't stop you. But it doesn't last very long. It's like a brief. It's like maybe like just under a minute long. The scene. Um, so yeah, there's I don't know. I feel like John Goodman's character is kind of wasted in this movie. Like I feel like he could have been played by anyone, but it's John Goodman, so he was good. Uh, I don't I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, Charlize Theron just pretty much was a badass, and I am looking forward for David Leitch, whatever his name is, to direct Deadpool 2, because the action scenes in this movie, not just like the fighting, but when like a car flips over, you just see it like tumble, and I'm like, I really can't wait to see what he does in Deadpool 2 with cars and how bloody it would get. Like I was just imagining his style in Deadpool 2, and I think we're gonna have another fun Marvel movie next summer, and I can't wait. Um, yeah, so the plot is very thin. I'm just gonna give Atomic Blonde 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think this is a little better than Dunkirk. Um, I'm giving it the same rating as Dunkirk. I think it's just a tiny bit better. Like this movie is maybe like 10 minutes longer than Dunkirk. I think I probably would watch this movie more than Dunkirk. Because I did have a lot of fun with this movie. I thought some of the action scenes were good. It's just very thin on plot, and some of the characters were eh. And James McAvoy is the standout in this movie. Like I said, James McAvoy is very likable. So if you want to go see a movie this weekend, go see Atomic Blonde. Uh, I unfortunately might be seeing the Emoji Movie because I kind of have to, because I pretty much see almost anything in theaters that's mainstream and maybe sometimes artsy. Well, not really artsy. I don't really go to like. I'm not gonna go see The Beguiled anytime soon, or maybe on DVD or when I see the original. But I don't know. Uh, yeah. If you're looking for a decent action movie, you may get it from this. I mean, it's not one. I wouldn't say it's one of the best action movies this year or even of this decade. It's just very middle of the road, I guess. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5 stars. There's this really good chase scene at the end, And I love the way they captured the '80s in this movie. Like the '80s, they had a lot of iconic '80s songs. Like they have, um, I don't know. I just love the song choices in this movie. Did they mesh well with the scenes that they were in? Not really, except for maybe one song. And it's the song that they played during the chase scene. It goes really well. Like once you see the movie and you see the chase scene, and you hear the song in the chase scene, you'll understand why it fits. It was just a really fitting that song. Yeah.